Do you ever wonder why you struggle so much just to make a friend? Do you ever wonder why friendships just feel so complicated? And why is it so easy for some people just to get it? And they seem to understand all the rules. But you didn't get the rule book on friendships. I want to talk about that because that is really what I'm thinking about today. Join me with your cup of tea or coffee if you like. I have made several videos on my channel about friendships. It's like one of the mysteries of the universe for me. Rules of friendship in real life can be so difficult. Like, how do you know when you're friends? How do you know when the other person thinks you're their friend? What if it's just you? When do you know to build a deeper friendship with someone? How do you both know unless you communicate that? I struggle when to call somebody friend and when not to, because I don't know if the other person feels the same way I do. Wouldn't it be easier if there was some kind of physical, like paper test people could fill out when they're ready to be your friend and say they could just check the box, yes or no? But it's not like that. That's how it is when you are in school. Check yes or no if you want to be my friend. Do you remember those days? As adults, it's a bit more complicating. And when you struggle with small talk, it's not easy. And when you have social anxiety on top of that, which I do, where I feel like I've been traumatized from some social events, it's even more difficult. I don't seek out friends, really. And to top it off, I'm so busy doing my personal interests and hobbies that I don't have a lot of time left for friends. But when you have friendships, you have to make the time. You have to be willing to invest in someone else's life. Are you willing to do that? So take friendship where you can, where you're at in life, and figure out how you can build on it. I've had many friends come and go, many friends. And I have reflected many times on those friendships, as I'm sure you do as well in your life. And it is only now in my 50s that I feel like I'm really starting to understand friendship. And when I seek friendship from people that are like me, it's easier. When you find the right person, friendship should not be hard. It should come easy. I think it is nice to have people in your life that you're friends with, in your personal life, like around you and your community. It would be nice. That is not something I really have because I struggle to connect with people. I don't go into situations like jobs or events expecting I'm going to meet anybody or expecting to connect with somebody. That's not even the first thing on my mind. It's just how to cope in the situation to begin with. I'm not thinking about who am I going to connect with. I made a short called I'm 48 and have no friends. That video did pretty well, and I predict it's because a lot of people can relate to that. That video was kind of funny. It was meant to have a little bit of humor about friendships. But in all seriousness, friendship is not easy. And where do I stand 3 years later? 3 years since I made that video. Am I still without friends? No. And it's because of this wonderful community. And I've made real life friendships with people on here from the YouTube community. The YouTube autistic community. Why did I have to struggle so many years to have a friendship? Now, I had friends over the years, but was it real? And the fact that, was I being myself, or was I just being somebody I thought they wanted me to be? That's the difference. I have had many friends over the years that I was somebody else for. There's been very few people in my life that I felt like I could be myself, my natural self with. If you really want to meet people, I would suggest starting with the autistic community. Maybe you can attend groups for things you enjoy doing. Like if you enjoy writing, join a writing club. Meet people that are like-minded to you. And it's okay if you don't feel like sharing with people up front. Maybe it's too difficult. You got to start somewhere, and that's if you even want to start. But don't give up on people. Don't be one of those people who feels like you just can't have a friend. There's nobody out there for you. You just haven't met the right person. And if that's just an online friendship, that's okay. My real life high school best friend, we only talk every few months, and that's probably on Facebook. That's the extent of it. I have a cousin who I've been friends with my entire life, and we talk every so often, and that's okay. The thing about friendship is people I was even friends with, like say in school or early 20s, I just feel like once we start talking again, things are going to pick up where they left off, and the other person doesn't ever feel that way. I used to think that was the case. Somebody you haven't talked to in a year probably doesn't see you the same way you still see them. You think it's going to pick up where it left off, and it's probably not going to. So that's hard. Figuring out those in-between rules of friendship. How do you know when a friendship ends? How do you know how often to contact somebody? Things like that. I want to know what confuses you about friendship. Can you just go comment down below? What are you confused about with friendships? Or talk about what works for you with friendships. Do you have a best friend? Do you struggle to connect with people? Do you want to connect with people? Do you think your life would be better if you met the right people? I'm here to tell you, when you meet the right people, it makes a difference. However that friendship is. I will link some of my videos at the end in case you want to go see more on the topic. I have a whole playlist about it because friendships have baffled me for forever. But you're welcome to check them out, and you can stick around with your tea and enjoy. So thank you so much for watching this impromptu video of what's on my mind. See you next time. Bye.